Hey everybody, thanks for checking out Linux things, and I just wanted to share another video and share information. I picked up this little HP Elitebook that I'm using right here. I picked it up the other day at the Comp Renew Recycling Center. It had 4 gigs of RAM in it. It has a Core i5 processor. I did upgrade the RAM to 8 gigs before I even walked out the door, because I knew 4 gigs wasn't going to be my thing, so I made sure I upgraded the RAM right away. With that, this thing came loaded with Linux Mint Cinnamon 18.1, and since I picked it up, they did release Linux Mint Cinnamon 18.2, and one of the neat features of 18.2 that's different from previous Linux Mint releases is I can change the icon size right here from your desktop. You can say normal, smaller. I like the smaller setting. You know, the normal, they come like that by default, and I would always have to change the icons, you know, and it was kind of a lot harder than it needed to be to change them, but now I can change them all at the one time just by doing that. And yes, I know you could always configure the icons to be smaller and stuff. I know that, but I like the simplicity that this new feature just offered. I think it's great, but that's me personally, and I'm just sharing my information, my experience with that. If you're using Linux, maybe you're a hardcore Linux user, you know, you're probably into Arch or something like that, which, hey, I respect that. I don't have any problems with that. I like Linux Mint because it's easy, simple, familiar. If you're just coming from Windows and you're checking out Linux, this is a great place to start and get familiarized with the Linux community, and check it out. I mean, it's a great operating system, and I really do like it. I've done a few configuration changes. Go through setup, settings, themes. These are the themes I use. Ultra Dark gives you the blue button up there, the purple with the folders purple over there. And you got purple buttons. I didn't do anything with the mouse yet, but you can actually get different themes for your mouse. I had one that looked like a spaceship one time, and it was pretty cool, but I haven't gone out and searched for that one again. Add remove desktop themes. You can go online and select available themes online. Some of them I already have picked up online, so you know I have a lot of them, but there's a lot more that you can choose from here. Ultra Dark, the ones with the check marks, are ones I have already picked up, so there's quite a few of them. And as you check them out, you know, you might find out that you don't care for them, or you do like them. I don't know. But this one here is one I've been recently checked out, and it's pretty cool. But anyway, that's where you find more themes, and when you want to select it, you just click on it. And you can go over here and I can select the Spider Void one, like say, you know, I want to do that. It gives you a green panel at the bottom with an interesting little spider down there, and then it actually gave me a Spider Void for the Windows borders, so that comes up green too. And then your menu looks more like this. So you know, you can change things like that with Linux Mint, just that easy. And it's you know, if you get bored with the way your computer or desktop looks, you know, it's easy to change it and configure it, make it more to your likings. But I do like the Spider Void one. It is pretty cool. I don't have a problem with it. I'll probably use it eventually when I do get tired of this one that I'm using now. I do have a custom wallpaper that I downloaded online. I went to look up wallpapers, and I just found one that I wanted to use. So I changed desktop background. You wouldn't be able to do this on the you wouldn't be able to find this picture in there, but this one is Linux 18.2 Sonia, and it does come with these ones by default, these different desktop backgrounds, and it has some from the last couple of operating systems that you can still get. They have a lot of nice pictures in there. Now I just changed that. Ears of corn. Okay, great. Well, it doesn't look like looks a little blurry. So you got that. I'm going to go back over here, go to my pictures, the Dark Moon wallpaper, and I'm going to say set as wallpaper. I want to go back to that one. And down here you can see I got a little yin yang here and the Linux things. Just right click on that and go configure. And see, and you can find yourself a little icon to use. And it says use a custom icon. And this is on or off. And then off it goes back to the Linux Mint little green logo. And I have text down there. It says Linux things, and I think usually it just says menu. If I remember right. But I like to use my yin yang, because start, off, shut down, beginning and end kind of thing. So anyway, that was my little spin on it. So you can configure other stuff over here, and I just have everything on except for that file system. But basically these three are the ones I was mostly concerned with for me personally. And you know, I turn on the firewall right away when I get a new Linux operating system and get it installed. I highly recommend doing that. And I've added a few programs. Chromium. You got these tabs opening up, and I'll show you. This is not the default settings, but I'll show you settings for it. And I'll come over here, settings. First thing you see is under appearance, it says themes. I type in blue space. You can use classic. I really like the blue space. I use GTK plus. I'm not real fond of those, but the blue space one, when you go to themes, you click on that area there, and there's hundreds of these things to pick from. The blue space I like because, well, you saw the colors of the tabs, so that's one of my reasons I really like that one. So, and in just a second, when I open up a new tab and reapply this one, get my blue space theme back. And got my blue tabs back. I like the color of those blue tabs. I think it's cool. And when you go to open up a new tab with the blue space theme, your Google page will look like this. So pretty cool, pretty neat. I like it. Just a couple things I do for my Google Chrome or Chromium when I install it. And you can get that theme with Chrome or Chromium. That doesn't make a difference. Bookmarks bar, new tab page, show the home button, things I like to do personally. And then down there in Startup, you can select your pages that you want to open. Some pretty simple stuff, but that's the things I like to do to tweak my browser and make it work for me. So with that, I'm going to close that down, and I've kind of showed you what I do to customize my desktop and my menu, and how I like to make the icon smaller. And let's see here, what else can we do here? I'll just display one more thing here. Let's go down to let's see, what am I looking for? Sysinfo. That's a program I use a lot, but you know, CPUs, it says 4. I mean, it's actually hyper-threading. If there's 4 of them, it's going to be hyper-threaded. So it's just a dual-core processor. So let's see. This is total memory. It shows I got about 8 gigs, 146 megabytes, and my hard drive, I believe, is only a 250 gig hard drive, but you can just check out other things: graphics card, sound card. It tells you exactly what you have in the system. Pretty neat little program there. But there's another one that I wanted to see here. Well, let's see. Did I spell that wrong? I think I did. So let me backspace that and put a Y in there. And just go to that one. Click System Information. And Linux Mint Cinnamon 18.2 64-bit. I do like the Cinnamon desktop versus the Mate. The things I love about the Mate though is the Compiz Cube. I absolutely love that, but I wish I could use it on Cinnamon, but just not compatible. Because I would have it on here if I could. But I like the looks and the customizations I can do with the Cinnamon desktop over the Mate desktop. I mean, they're similar, but I think this one's just a little bit more configurable. And that's for me personally. And guys, just a quick little rundown of what I do to customize my devices when I get them, and when I install my Linux Mint Cinnamon or Linux Mint Mate. I'm going to customize things, you know, and I'm sure you do too. So it's just my little way of customizing it and make it appealing to me. So with that, guys, I am going to cut this video short and call it a day. So thanks for watching. See you next time.